We'll go straight into question. Tom, go ahead.
Well, Critchley didn't make it easy for you.
I didn't want it easy.
Yeah. Well, then this is the right team. So what was that like for you out there today?
Fantastic. I obviously tried to enjoy the moment. I've talked to the players about, in day one, it was having more smiles around here, enjoying our job, enjoying our work. So, yes, obviously going into a stadium and a packed stadium with great fans, the emotion can get carried away. But I took a moment before kickoff to just enjoy it. But then for me, once the ball started and the game started, it was about how do I get 3 points today. So all my focus shifted there. But fully enjoyed it. The fans were out of this world, as always. The players' performance was for me, fantastic. So I'm super proud coach today.
So what's the feeling after the 83rd minute when they tie the game, and is a recurring theme for this team this season?
Yeah, belief is one word we're going to have around here, and I just had a feeling. I believed in the team. I knew they were going to, everything we talked about, we accepted nothing today but 3 points as a team. So the mentality was super important for us. Yes, they equalise late, give us a little bit of adversity. It's okay. We're changing things around here. We don't sit back in them moments. We go and try and win a football game. And that's what they done. And that was obviously what was deserving of the 3 points today.
And then just the value of having Edward Leuven back on the team.
Yeah, fantastic value. We know his skills on the field. Obviously so composed, so calm in that moment where a lot of players can get carried away. But I had no doubt he was going to score that penalty at the end. It was written for him. So to have him back in the team has been fantastic.
We go Justin and Matt.
Coach, kind of on the Eddie Leuven front, he plays 90 minutes for you at City 2 last week to be able to come into this game. Was having him in the lead up to this week helpful since you have firsthand experience with how he plays and how you'd want him to line up coming into this game?
Anytime I get the chance to have Edu in a lineup, it will help. But no, to familiarise myself with him, understand how he plays, what he's looking for. Obviously, we had a little runway with City 2. But yeah, to build now 2 weeks with him, build 3 days with all the rest of the team, has been fantastic. So yeah, it's been good to have him.
And then to come into this game, obviously a short runaway with everything that happened this week, but from the start, obviously the energy and the ability to jump up into the play seemed much improved from where it's been in recent weeks. How important was that start in the first 5 minutes of how the team played?
Massively important. I think we get a corner kick in 20 seconds and you can already feel the fans on the edge of their seat, ready for this place to explode. We talked about the first 10 minutes. What did we want to look like? How do we want to engage the fans? How do we want to bring them into the game with us? This, for me, is the best stadium in the country at home. Why not utilise our fans and our support? Get them on the edge of the seat. And we've done that from 30 seconds into the game all the way to 96 minutes.
Matt?
Coach, quick updates on some players. How's Cedric Teuscher doing, Chris Durkin, and any issues with Klaus?
I haven't obviously got the chance to talk to the medical team yet to see where they're at with the status.
Okay.
Obviously, both in a situation where they had to come off with an injury. To my knowledge, right now, Klaus is okay. But until I hear from the medical team, I don't have an update.
And could you talk about Jay Reed and Joey Zielinski? Their first start, Jay Reed's first start since late last season, Joey Zielinski's first MLS start. What did you see from them in training this week that gave you the confidence that they were your first choice fullbacks?
Obviously, the quality for them as players is important, but they were able to bring great energy into the training environment, and we knew we had to get out there right away and create energy. Two individuals that can cover a lot of space, cover a lot of ground. We knew San Jose was going to play out of obviously a pressing 3-2-5. There was going to be space in them areas, and we needed players that could cover the ground, be really aggressive, and also meet the physical demands of the game, and they were able to do that for us today.
Go to Brendan, then Charlie.
Hi, Coach. You mentioned just a moment ago that you want to see more smiles around here. Is that something that had to be spoken to the guys that did? And obviously you weren't in the room prior to, but did you get a sense that was an issue up until Wednesday?
Not really I don't want to say an issue, but we have to enjoy what we do. We have to enjoy our work. We have to be out there and enjoy it. Sure, when you're not winning games and you go on a long losing streak, it's almost really difficult to come in and smile in them moments. So my kind of idea there was to get them to enjoy training and work hard in training, because I know that directly correlates with 3 points on the weekends. and winning games and getting 3 points will automatically bring smiles back there. So they have to enjoy being intense in training to go out there in front of our fans and be intense on the field. Again, when you win the game and get 3 points, you're going to have smiles on your faces.
Charlie.
Hey David, Edu Leuven spoke post game on the on the screen, and talked about how your post game speech kind of got the guys fired up. Can you tell me about what you said pregame in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we always talk about, especially when we're at home, how we can set the tempo, how we can control the game. The first 10 minutes were crucial for us. The message to the team was very, very clear that we have a 12th man here. We better utilize them. For us, going out there and showing ways to do that, getting the crowd engaged with us being engaged with the crowd, was super important. So they're also a group that they don't need a ton of motivation. They're motivated internally themselves. They're in positions now where they know they need to go out there and get 3 points every single week. That brings all the motivation.
Tom.
Is Chris Durkin at center back something that you could see happening more often, or is it a one-time deal?
If he keeps putting performances in like that, he'll make me think about it. But for Chris, we know his qualities on the ball. I hope one thing we saw today is we all try to enjoy the ball and keep control of the game. Chris was able to bring some good qualities on the back line for that. But we were also talking about moving a couple of guys in and out of those positions with return of obviously some players also. So something I expect from these players is to have the versatility to play in numerous positions. I know Chris is also a really, really talented midfielder. He'll also see some time there.
Was the idea all along to bring in Kessler at the half?
To bring in Kessler, yes. We were just going to wait for the right moment and the right time. We felt, obviously, as the game went on, that was a moment that we could utilise. Obviously, it's difficult conditions out there. It's hot. Utilising one of our moments at half-time that don't count against us is sometimes a strategy standpoint from a coach as well.
Is there any concern? I mean, that was a back line that has not played together at all. Any apprehension about making that big a change to the back line?
No, I trust every player I'm working with right now.
We'll finish things with Charlie, then Justin.
Coach, after the final whistle, you're embraced by almost every player on the bench. You have Lutz by your side. Can you tell me what's going through your mind right there? You just get your first 3 points as a head coach, interim head coach of City. Can you tell me what's going through your mind in that moment?
Yeah, a lot. I tried to soak it all in. I got guys. I'm obviously a smaller guy and a lighter guy. I got guys dragging me all over the place. So I'm trying to soak it in. I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm trying to be thankful for the moment. Obviously, a lot of kind words from the staff, from the players, from everybody involved inside the organisation. I think I sat here and told you guys I've felt tremendous support right now from the community, from the fans, from the players, from the staff. So I had to give everything for these 3 days and today, and I've tried to do that. But I just tried to embrace and I tried to enjoy it.
We'll finish things off with Justin.
Coach, obviously, strikers today had a pretty big impact. Klaus obviously getting the goal, then Simon Betcher winning the PK. There's been criticism of just the scoring goals with this team. So how important was it just to have the strikers so involved from day one here?
Yeah. I mean, that's their job, right? They want to score goals. They want to create attacking plays, whether that's even Simon drawing a penalty kick in. Also, a lot of the stuff I talked to those two about this week in training was how we score goals, how we create chances, how we move off the box. Klaus, he had a few moments early in the game as well where we had some decent balls in the box, trying to lose his defender. So for him to score a goal, I was so happy for him. And then the work rate of Simon, you see him come in. Obviously, you see the team mentality, right? He's in a position where he hasn't started the game, but he comes in. His numbers shot through the roof. He's working so hard for the team, and his work rate and pure determination was what drew the penalty. And then the composure for Edu to finish it, and that's what we spoke about all week. How do we have massive intensity? So you think about that with Simon's run, and then how do we get composed as well? You think about Edu's penalty, so it was a perfect way to end the game because it's everything we've spoke about this week.
Thank you.
Coach, congrats on the win. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Edu should have taken a PK last week for City.
Kai kept
Eddie, with the final whistle there, you dropped to your knees in the center circle and I looked to the skies. But what do you think at that moment?
Yeah, pure gratitude towards the Lord. I mean, there's been so much going on throughout this year, as you guys know. I had quite some pain. I didn't know if I was able to play. I kind of like kept it for myself. I wanted to play so much, and I was so excited for that game. And then I was able to play throughout the entire game, which I can only give glory to the Lord. And something I've seen in my life, especially throughout this year, is that God's power is perfected in my weakness. And as I didn't know if I'll be able to play, I could go the full 90 and even got an assist and a goal. So it's just pure gratitude towards him.
In the 83rd minute, when they tie the game up, repeating a theme that has happened so much for this team this year, what's the response? What's the feeling at that time when it looks like you're going to get another game where you don't win?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We wanted to win that game so much. We knew that game is very important. And then conceding a goal like that kind of out of nowhere was a little bit unexpected and kind of knock in the face. And then obviously the weather is also a factor. It's hot out there. But then a great ball from Conrad. Amazing from Simon to get that PK. So yeah, it's amazing to win that game.
Your confidence as you step up to the spot there?
Yeah, I didn't think about it too much. But I'm thankful I could score and help the team win tonight. Was definitely an amazing feeling.
We'll go to Charlie, then Justin.
You played 90 under Critchley last Friday with City 2. Can you walk me through, how that may have helped you adjust to his system a little bit more? Because, rather than 3 days under Critchley and in his leadership, you're having a little bit more because you had that rehab stint with City 2.
Yeah, I think the system is one thing, but also getting used to him a little bit more as a person, as a coach. I mean, I've known him for quite a long time now. I haven't had so much to do with him, but I saw him like always in the facility, always a very, very nice guy. Something that I like about him that you can tell is that he is a lot about relationships to the players. That makes it a little bit easier for you going out there, a coach who is giving you confidence and is pushing you to have joy out there, to have fun out there playing. And it was definitely an advantage for me having already a game under my belt with him.
Justin and Matt.
I do. After you send in that ball for Klaus that he heads into the box, after he scores, he points to you afterwards just to kind of give you some credit for that. I mean, how important was it? How good was it to get out there with Klaus again and to be connected?
Yeah, to be very honest, I really love this team. I love a lot of guys in this team. We have so many great guys, but Klaus is somebody we've been here from day one. So it's definitely a special relationship between me and him. But I mean, he gave me a lot of credit for it. But I mean, compared to what he did in that goal, there's way more credit to him. What he did out of the situation, I think it was a decent ball, but he made a lot out of it. So that was an amazing goal. He was just very happy for me, and I was just very happy for him. So.
Does this feel like something you can bring forward, not just the win, but winning in the way that you did with City Originals, so to speak?
Again, sorry?
To win this way with some City Originals and to win in this way, does it feel like it's easier to then take that momentum into next week and then into the rest of the season?
Yeah, I think obviously there's a lot about things in soccer that we have to change, and that is mainly the part of the coach to bring that in, and it's about us executing on a pitch. But then relationships help, being a team out there, being positive, supporting each other, pushing each other. And something like that, celebrations like that after a goal, that helps, because when you go out there with guys that that are so happy for you when you score a goal, the way the guys celebrated with me after I scored a goal, I'm grateful for that, and it's just amazing yeah, having guys like that on the team, you know, and it's just way more fun to train and to play out there with a team like that.
Matt, then Brendan.
Edu, can you talk through the midfield, how you felt comfortability-wise with Conrad, with Marcel, and do you feel like this was almost a return to what you're used to in the midfield?
Yeah, I haven't played too much, or I don't know if I've played at all with Conrad on the 6. But Conrad is a guy who covers a lot of ground. He's very bold in taking opponents on, you know, and yeah, Cello is always in great spaces. You can always find him, and obviously technical, very technical player, very good player, and I think I get along with these guys really well on the pitch. And now it's about getting used to it more and more consistently, throughout game. Yeah, we'll have to see. It needs time to connect, and also the new system and the way the coach wants to play, because there are obviously a lot of differences.
And you've taken a lot of PKs in your career. You've taken a lot of PKs for St. Louis, but I'm not sure if you've taken a stoppage time PK to win a match amidst all of the other things going on between the winless streak, your time away from the team. Can you talk through just what was it like emotionally stepping up for that kick in this scenario?
I would say in that moment, it wasn't like I was thinking about too much, like if I would miss or something like that. Because like once you put things in perspective, you know, like soccer, you know, it's just a game. I love to win games. I love to play out there, and I love the game, you know. But in the end of the day, if you miss a PK, I mean, everybody missed a PK in their career, you know. It's not that big of a deal. Obviously, you still want to score, but honestly, there wasn't a whole lot going through my head in that moment. But after I scored, obviously, there was a lot of relief and a lot of joy in that moment, celebrating with my teammates, celebrating a win. And after everything that was going on, as I said, like pure gratitude and amazing feeling for sure.
We go Brendan and Tamar.
Hi, Edu. You mentioned that you weren't sure if you were going to play today. Were you not 100% healthy heading into the game?
Yeah, I had to deal with some issues. Got a knock in training. Had some headaches and some issues with my hamstring. But I mean, it's not only me. Some other guys are having some issues as well, you know. But I wanted to play so bad, and as I said, in the end of the day, I'm just grateful that I could go full 90. I had a lot of fun out there, and yeah.
And Eddie, would you say did the coaching change? Did it change the vibe in the room for you guys starting on Wednesday?
Yeah, for sure. As I said, like he brought a lot of energy in, brings in a new system, a new philosophy, completely different. But then also a lot of excitement, and as I said, like he tried to, like, even this week, only being there as a head coach for a couple of days, trying to build relationships, and that obviously makes it easier on the pitch when you kind of have a relationship to the coach.
This stems off that question exactly, but you've now been here as one of the originals, and you've seen now 4 different changes over a span of less than a year. When you have a voice of leadership in the locker room, in the club, what are you saying to help even everything that's going on, whether that be turmoil or a new different energy, and how you keep things at bay being one of the original leaders?
I mean, in the end of the day, like, as you said, I've been here from the very start, me, Roman, Klaus, some other guys, and that definitely helps, knowing the club, knowing a lot of people, and as I said, like, building relationships. For me, I don't know, like, it's not about, you think about building relationships and then you think about teammates and coaches, but there are so many more people, like all the people in the building, even guys from the second team that I played with last week, our chef, Melissa, Bomi, Benji, our kitmans, I mean, our physios, you know, like, I have to call out, for example, Tyler, who's been an incredible friend and help for me. Lutz, you know, who has been supporting me so well. And I mean, I could name so many more people. It's just fun to come to work every single day with people like that, versus like coming to work and just doing your job and just going home.
Close things out for
So
Tim.
with the end of the winless streak, I mean, does this feel like a new day has dawned? Or does this feel like back to old times? What's it feel like to have a win for the first time in 2.5 months?
Yeah, I think Coach said it very well. For now, we celebrate that win. We enjoy that. We have practice tomorrow, and then enjoy that a couple of days. But then next week, we don't get carried away by one win. We have Portland now, a good opponent. After that, we play LA Galaxy, and then we have a short break. So we wanna continue. We wanna win the next 2 games, and then hopefully go with a better feeling into the break, and then come back for the second half of the season.
Edu, thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Go ahead.
Klaus, there at the end of the first half, where you had that ball on, and when you turn and see that it's up for grabs, what do you think at that moment? The goalie hasn't come out for it. What are you thinking?
Yeah, was a 50-50 ball. Was still a good ball from Edu, but yeah, normally when you go to these duels, you expect someone to run the space. Normally you don't have enough time to get to the ball, but yeah, when I see that the goalkeeper didn't come out, I see the opportunity, and then yeah, it was a good finish.
How important was that goal for this team?
I think very important for us. I think we were playing well in the first half. Of course, it's 3 days that we change formation, we change a lot of things that Critchley wants, but yeah, I think we were doing well, and I think this goal was important also for the confidence of the team.
And just how's it feel? The first game you guys have won in 2.5 months.
Yeah, feel great. I think it's a good step in the right direction. I don't think we were doing that bad in the last 2 weeks. I think also the group in training, the energy was better. Everything was getting better step by step. I think the whole group were together. And yeah, with the win today was very important for everybody. Everybody's really happy.
Charlie, go ahead.
Hey, Zhao. Looking at the you were subbed out 72nd minute. I apologize. Maybe calling for a sub. You're down a little bit. How do you feel physically? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know how is St. Louis summer? It's not
sure.
easy. First game that we play 1:30 now. The weather, it's not easy, but yeah, I'm feeling well. Last week against Minnesota, I told you guys that I had some calf issues. That wasn't an injury, but it was something that was bothering me. But yeah, I think we were playing in a different style, and now we want to go back for our philosophy, the philosophy of the club, and this demand a lot from the players, a lot of intensity, a lot of sprints, a lot of high intense runs, and yeah, we're gonna feel it, but we're ready for it.
We go to Matt, then Justin.
Klaus, how much did this feel like a return to old for you on the field, especially the service you were receiving, the positions you were in, and how quick were you able to kind of get back into the groove of that?
Yeah, I think since Wednesday when the Critchley take over from Olaf, he was very clear in his message for the group, how he want to play. Like, of course, you can't change everything in 3 days, but was like a small change. Like every time in video, in training, he was talking to the players. He was giving also a lot of confidence for us. And yeah, I think it wasn't perfect, which is normal, but it's a good step in the right way.
And how good did it feel to be able to do this in front of the fans who, kind of the national spotlight being on you guys, the only game happening at this time. Did it feel like a good representation of the team you feel you are at this point and that you're building to be better at?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I think our fans were suffering with the results, all of us. Us as a player, the club, the fans, you guys that are every day here with us as well. You guys know that that is not a nice situation to be, but yeah, I think it was important game. I think there was a lot of positivities. Of course, there was a lot of mistakes as well, which is normal, but I think it's a game that we can build on.
We'll go to Tamara, then back to Brendan.
How much does Edu, someone you've known for years now and become close with, mean to this team, especially with everything he's going through, what he was able to do today in his first game back with you guys in close to a month?
I think from the day one, everybody in this room knows how important Edu is for us, not just as a player, but for the group. He's a very close friend of me. Everybody knows what he's going through, and we have to respect him and give him his space. But yeah, it's very, very important for us to have him back. I was joking with him before the game. My job is easier now. I just have to pass the ball to Edu and then run again, and that's how we score. So I'm very happy to have him back. But as I say, we have to give him his space. We don't know how much he gonna be around. I think that's his decision, and I think everybody should respect that.
Brendan?
Hi, Klaus. You mentioned that maybe things had started to get better the last couple of weeks at training, but with today's result, does that validate that a coaching change needed to happen when it did?
it's difficult for us to say. We can't blame Olaf for the results. I think we are a team, we are a group, and everybody are together. Olaf did his best every single day. Everybody has a good relationship with him. He come to the training facility. He understood everything that we were going through, and he tried his best every single day for us. Like, you guys were there, you guys saw it, but I think even Olaf, with his experience, he understands how the business works. We need results. It's not just, as I mentioned for you guys before, it's not just Olaf. I think it's everybody. As I say, it's players running out of contract. Was Olaf that, for sure, he's the coach and he's in the spotlight every single time. But yeah, as I said, I don't think Olaf was. Of course, there is his responsibility as a coach. There is our responsibility as a player, and as I said, he tried his best for us. He knew that we were trying our best. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
We'll go to Adria first, then come back to Tom.
Yes, I was just thinking that due to all these different pieces moving and you probably recuperating that confidence you have, do you anticipate that the team will have more energy to, be triumphant in each game?
I think it's the style of play. Critch is a guy that want to take a lot of risk. He want to be in the front foot. He want to press high. He want to players being in situations like 1v1 situations in the back. Before, we always had more players there and the less players in front. So it's just a style of play. But yeah, this demand a lot of energy from the players, a lot of responsibilities, and wasn't perfect, but it was a game that we can build on.
Tom, go ahead.
As one of the biggest Simon Betcher fans around, how did you like his play there to set up the penalty kick?
Oh, I was so happy. Simon it's a very tough player. He's very strong. And when I see him in this situation 1v1 against the center back, I was like, that's our chance. And he did amazing. He was so important for the win today. I think a few weeks ago we were talking about the stats when he comes in, and I think today he turned around and he helped us to win the game. So very, very happy for him.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.